Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson, and on this episode, we're going to be talking with Ben Steichen, the head coach for the boys soccer team at Po High. And coming up a little bit later in our second segment, wrestling coach Levitt will be with us to talk Po High wrestling. That's all ahead right here on Coach's Corner. And Coach Steichen joins me. And Coach Steichen, soccer season getting ready to start. Your JVers were in Stillwater recently. How did they do?
They did well. I mean, it gave us a great opportunity. Those guys kind of see some of that the high school soccer at a different level than what they've been used to seeing, and also gave us a chance to kind of see where we're at from what we've been practicing, working on. We saw a lot of positives. We have some things to work on, definitely, but it gave us a good indication that we've got some guys that we feel could turn into some players for us down the road.
Right. Now, the varsity traveling to Putnam North, you'll really get a nice glimpse here of your team, how they perform on the road before they start the season next week. We'll talk about that in a minute. What are you looking forward to for this scrimmage at Putnam North?
We're looking forward to kind of getting to see some game situations with our guys and be able to really put the pieces together for our varsity and see some of them in action. They haven't gotten to play outside of what we do in practice or against our JV, so we're getting the opportunity to see all of them together, and that's going to be the great side of it. And then we're also going to be able to see some of those guys that performed well last week. This past weekend in Stillwater, and we're going to get to see them at a higher level and really kind of tell us what we have bench wise and going forward into the season.
Very good. And now the opening of the soccer season. Your Po High soccer team will open the season on the road. Skiatook Friday, March 3rd. Looking ahead to Skiatook, what do you see and what do you expect?
Oh, we expect. I mean, Skiatook's got a good program for and they've been having some good years recently. So we're going to expect to see not quite our district play type of situation, but we're going to get to see some higher level and really kind of start putting everything really kind of pushing forward to see what we really need to accomplish before we get into district play. It gives us a good indication of what we've done all the way through it. I mean, it's going to be a full blown where everybody's going to play max minutes is what they need us to, and it's not going to be like a scrimmage this weekend.
All right. Lots of leadership on this team. You have a lot of players. That's got to be a blessing. Over 30, you said, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of seniors on the team too. How does that make things a little easier for the Po High team this year?
It makes it really easy. I mean, we have days where they take over the practices, and I'll be working with one group and I've got some leaders that I'll just kind of take over and say, hey, this is what we need to do, and they'll be in the other group just working along, and I don't have to worry near as much about I've got to split time with each groups as they go through. We've got our lead captain, Mitchell Wilson's been a captain this is his third year. Really come through the ranks. The guys really respect him, and he really wants it. He's got that little edge to him, and then it filters down with a lot of those guys. They hang out together. They've known each other for a long time. So we got our other captains such as Bryce McDougall or Trevor Howie, and then some other seniors as we go through, Luis Verduzco and Wolfgang Flick and Zach Martin, that have all really, really want to accomplish great things this year. And it's really expanded to the rest of the guys and really kind of gets them to start seeing those same things. So we're always really excited. But I think this year especially, this is one of my better senior classes I've ever gotten to deal with, and they'll be missed greatly. But we're glad to have them now.
Yeah, this season's going to be great. It's certainly poised to be. I know that going into this season, you knew this was going to happen. You knew you were going to have a lot of returning seniors, and that's got to feel good. So tell us about the home schedule this year and invite some folks out to see some matches.
Well, right now we actually, with everything kind of going on, our district schedule flipped, and we only actually got 3 district home games, and then a little bit with going on. It's been tough to find some home games for us for the boys' side. We actually won't play at home with the boys until late April. In our district, our first one back will be playing against Bixby at home. I want to say that is April 11th. Before then, though, we do have a couple of girls' matches that could always use their support, use everybody's support. They'll play on the, the 7th of March, that Tuesday, against Collinsville. So they'll be needing some support there. And then the 1st of April, I believe, we have that Monday where they're going to be playing against Newkirk at home. So we're going to need some support for them. And then later on down the year, we could always, use the support of anybody that comes in. We're looking forward to being in a great season at that point. Anybody that can travel will have 3 games down in Stillwater the last weekend of March to really kind of get us through and really help us out there too as well. So some close games, not quite home games. We didn't get the luck on that draw there,
Right,
but
right.
we're still going to do our best with what we do have.
All right, Coach Steichen, the head coach of the Ponca City High School boys soccer team, our guest on Coach's Corner. Looking forward to a big season and looking forward to having you back on the show.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
That's Coach Steichen, and he'll be returning in upcoming episodes of Coach's Corner for sure. We're going to be talking wrestling. Coach Levitt will make his way into the studio. That's along the way right here on Coach's Corner.